guys, welcome to episode 61, part 2 of Kenya's premier sports video podcast, the 3 Quarters podcast. As usual, we'd like to remind you to jump onto the hashtag Road to Japan to support the Kenya Simbas as they are still looking to qualify for the Rugby World Cup in 2019 in Japan. I'm Tumima Doku.
And I'm Ngaro Kamuya.
So today there's no Batman, as our feature game did not happen. I was actually looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
And so we jump straight into Kenyan rugby.
Kenyan rugby history. It's
Yes.
funny. Who was I? Who did I bump into yesterday during this? Peter Misango, back row for Queens. And I was like, so what are you going to do? There's no Batman. What are you going to do?
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, no Batman. Moving on to Kenya rugby history.
Yep.
Today we are talking about Nakuru RFC, and I had a chat with Kirori Mindo of Nakuru. And we talked a lot to do with Nakuru's history and just to get to know what Nakuru rugby history is. Unfortunately, by the way, there's nothing on the internet and there's nothing tangible for you to get in terms of the history. But we were able to come up with a few things. He told me he's documented this on himself, and we put it at 1934. That's when actually Nakuru rugby came into existence. But then, it was dominated by the white settlers who lived around that area. Anyone who's conversant with Kenya history will know exactly where the white settlers were. So they started a rugby team there, and they won the Enterprise Cup in 1950. Shortly thereafter, the team became defunct, and there was no rugby really being played in Nakuru. Then the genesis of Kenya, the indigenous guys, the locals picking up rugby as a sport started, and the Mwambas, Mean Machines, Black Bloods, all those teams came into play. So a couple of guys from Mwamba, there's a guy called Kahinga, there's a guy called Larry Odinga, Max Mniafu. When they were finishing their careers, or when they were being posted to Nakuru for work, they decided to come up with a rugby team. So they used to train at Menengai High, and at that time, Nakuru Athletic Club were going through problems. So Nakuru Athletic Club approached Nakuru RFC, or that time they were playing as Nakuru RFC at Menengai, and told them, look guys, why don't you come join Nakuru Athletic Club, and we have a rugby side for you. So that's when the Miros were getting back into playing, and they went to Nakuru Athletic Club, and Nakuru, what is known as Nakuru Rugby, started like that for the Miros at least, not the Odieros. So having said that, a couple of notable names, Jotha Mowili, who coached them I think 1 or 2 seasons ago. Of course the late Michael Kombe, Gibson Weru, Oscar Uma, the Sevens. So Nakuru has produced quite some solid players for both the Kenya Sevens and the Kenya 15s. And they're always Wanyore. They have a very loyal following,
fan base,
and it's always a good thing going to watch rugby at Nakuru. Of course, we also have to add that Nakuru RFC are the ones who host the Prince-Lu leg of Sevens, and Prince-Lu, by the way, is the former coach of Nakuru RFC. And they also organized their own tournament that started in the mid-90s, I think, the Great Rift Tenaside tournament, which is basically festival rugby, and for many years was the plan over Easter. So that's Nakuru RFC. I don't know, you might want to add something about it.
Yes, they are one of the only teams that have that can boast really good development structures. I mean, they've got teams down to under 12, under 14, under 16, and they've got a women's side. So that, not very many teams can boast that right now.
Not too many teams can boast that, and I want to add, by the way, that they're the first team outside Nairobi to win the Kenya Cup. When they won the Kenya Cup in 2013 and 2014, back-to-back seasons. I think first season coached by Eric Situma, the late Eric Situma, and 2014 coached by Dominic Habimana, popularly known as Papa. So that's Nakuru. That's Nakuru for you.
So we move on to a shorter version of the game. Our lads, Kenya Sevens, Shuja team is in Las Vegas. They had their first game against France, lost that 14-19. Then they won their next one against Russia, 19-12. And then they won their next one against Fiji, 17-14. And they were in the main cup quarterfinals, where they lost against Argentina, 12-17. Do you have anything to say about their performance?
I was really impressed by Collins Injera's breakdown dominance. Everyone looks, when you talk about Collins Injera, everyone is thinking about the try scoring. But I was really impressed first at his role as a sweeper, which I guess we predicted right, that he's going to end up as sweeper. And number two, his breakdown dominance. We won a couple of turnovers, out of what he was doing and the disruption he was causing at the breakdown. So, I mean, Collins Gerald did very well for us at the breakdown. Billy Odhiambo, for you to realize that this is his first tournament this season and
played very well.
Played very well. His powerful runs. So Billy Odhiambo is another guy I thought they played well. William Barker was always going to have a decent game. I liked Eden Aguero. He broke the line almost every time he had the ball. I remember a try against Argentina where even the commentators were like, Jesus Christ, is that the skill Eden Aguero has? You know, inside dummy, then outside pass.
Yep.
It was a good showing by the lads, but at the same time, there were too many mistakes that were being committed by the guys, and they were undoing the good work that the guys put up or they put in. And these mistakes are basically basic skills. So I only hope that they can be able to work on that, and when they go to Vancouver, they are able to produce some brilliant results.
Yeah.
So, but I liked what I saw from the Kenya Sevens.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the times where I realized, like during the tournament, before the Argentina game, like when the boys played well, they played very well.
Yeah.
I mean, you're watching and they were clearly dominating in the game. And as much as maybe not converting every chance they had, you could see, at the breakdown, whether it's passes, whether it's ball possession, they were doing very well.
Scrums. Scrums also good.
Yeah. I mean, I remember in the Fiji game, Fiji had more errors than Kenya, which I don't think we're used to. But that's good.
We're not used to it. But you see, errors largely arise, and it's sport. All around sports, like errors largely arise because of the frustrations you put under by the opposing team, and that means our guys were putting Fiji under frustrations, and were tightening the screws on Fiji, and that's why Fiji were committing many mistakes. But at the same time, us guys were committing very many mistakes that were not as a result of the other team's frustrations, and that boils down to basic skills, and that's what I think we need to be working on. Our conditioning is A1. I think our boys, enthusiasm is there. We just need to work on the basic skills and work on and fix that. And I think Vancouver is going to be a good outing for us.
Yeah. I really hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I look forward to enjoying another Kenya Sevens game.
Yeah, everyone does.
So we move on to international rugby, where All Blacks international Jerome Kaino says that he's going to retire, and he's 34 now. Yes. Yes,
he is 34. He's not actually retiring. What happens is that he's moving to Toulon in the northern hemisphere. And New Zealand have this rule where if you leave, it was amended a few years back because of Richie McCaw and Dan Carter. But they have a rule where if you leave New Zealand, then you lose your place in the All Blacks, because they're basically trying to promote all the guys who are playing within. So anyway, Jerome Kaino has announced that he's leaving. He's signing with Toulon. He's been with the All Blacks for 81 tests. I remember when Jerome Kaino came into the picture, because when I started watching rugby, it was the days of Backroft, Randall, and then the late Jerry Collins came into place. So when Jerome Kaino came, we were like, who the hell is this guy? But he came and he played the game in a very brutal way. He formed what to me was the most dominant loose forwards trio in world rugby. Him at number 6, Richie McCaw at number 7, and Kieran Reid at number 8. He was a line-out option. He was a good line-out option, and he's a double World Cup winner. Double World Cup winner with 2011 and 2015. And I always just remember about the strength, like the sheer strength Jerome Kaino had in the 2011 World Cup semi-finals. Was a break by Digby Ioni on the left-hand side. And it was clear. I remember I was watching this game at K1, and you were like, this is a try. Australia scoring. And he brushed off Israel Dad, he brushed off a couple of guys, and just when he was getting to the try box, like Jerome kind of lifted the guy up and dragged him a few steps back. And he was just at the 5. So that's the strength the guy had. That's the way he played the game. He didn't really want, to be at the forefront like Richie McCaw and the Dan Carters. And what I liked about him is that you see apart from Richie McCaw and Dan Carter at the All Blacks, everyone else's position is, you're dispensable. So when he got injured, he was able to claw back and get his position in the 2015 team. So it's definitely, the All Blacks are going to be missing that, especially from a leadership perspective, not really from an athletic, from him being an athlete, because he's 34 years. He's had his fair share of injuries, so he was on his way out. So he goes off to France, and it has been a joy. In my books, definitely the best number 6 I've watched.
You mentioned that he was a line-out option. And I know he's like 6'4", 6'5", which is very tall.
Yes, which is very tall and very quick because he was a back row, like I'm telling you. So we're gonna miss Jerome.
Yeah, definitely going to be missed.
No doubt.
So we move on to Super Rugby because we had no Six Nations game. So we move on to Super Rugby Day 3. And that was the Blues versus the Chiefs.
Yes.
Chiefs winning that 27-21.
Yeah.
Now in 12 attempts, the Blues haven't beat the Chiefs.
They've never beaten the Chiefs in the last 12 attempts. Actually, 13 attempts. Let me just correct you. But it's a most unfortunate thing for Blues Rugby because when I started watching Super Rugby, they were the most formidable team, Carlos Spencer team. They're being coached now by former All Blacks captain Tana Umanga. But Chiefs have also had a solid team for the last 5, 6 to 10 years, by the way. So I don't take it past the Chiefs. They've had a very good team, and we cannot say that Chiefs did not deserve to win. So they did deserve to win. They converted their chances. And like Jerome Kaino actually said, that with Chiefs missing a lot of players, this was their chance to actually beat them. But they were unable to do so. So kudos to the Chiefs for beating the Blues 27-21. Quick read of the other week 3 results. Reds beat the Brumbies 18-10. The Sunwolves lost to the Rebels 17-37. Crusaders beating the Stormers 45-28. We had the Sharks draw with the Waratahs, which was a very good game, 24-24. We had the Bulls lose to the Lions, 35-49. And we had the Jaguares lose to the Hurricanes 9-34 in a game that resulted in a brawl. But yeah, that's week 3 for Super Rugby.
Alright, well that's it for part 2. But I'd like to know what people think about the Kenya Sevens performance. What do you guys think? I mean, who watched the games? We stayed up all night to watch them. So what do you guys think? Remember, you can tell us by liking our page on Facebook, following us on Instagram, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'm Davina Duffield.
And I'm Nara Kamuya.
Stay tuned for part 3.